is it to know something? In evaluating arguments, we need to check for both validity and soundness. To know that an argument is sound, we have to know that the premises, or the supporting statements, are true. But is it even possible to know something? The study of what knowledge is and whether it's possible falls within a subfield of philosophical inquiry called epistemology. The verb to know functions in various ways in our language. I can say that I know how to ride a horse, that I know where the best coffee on campus is, that I know Matt, hello, and that I know that 2 + 2 = 4. Since premises express propositions, it's this last kind of knowledge, know that, or propositional knowledge, that is involved in evaluating arguments. What is it then to know a proposition? Well, you might think that at the very least, to know a proposition, it must be true. It does seem odd to say, Bob knows that Brisbane is in New Zealand, but it is false that Brisbane is in New Zealand. We would be more likely to express Bob's epistemic state by saying, Bob believes that Brisbane is in New Zealand, but he's wrong. We are used to thinking that people can have all sorts of false beliefs, but describing someone as knowing something implies that they have hit upon the truth. Is knowing then just a matter of having a true belief? Well, no. Saying that Bob knows something also implies something about the way in which his belief has been formed. In particular, it implies that he has formed his belief on the basis of good reasons. If you ask me a question, is today Monday? And I decide how to answer this question by tossing a coin, heads yes, tails no, we would not say that I know the answer, even if it happens to be true that today is Monday. What's missing? There's no justification for my belief that it's Monday. And without justification, so the argument goes anyway, there's no knowledge. To be justified in believing something, I must investigate the grounds for my belief. I must examine the available evidence or reasons for believing that proposition to be true, as well as any potentially disconfirming evidence. Only if the evidence, all things considered, favours a certain proposition should I believe it. It takes a lot more work to be a knower than merely tossing a coin. It's considerations like these that have led philosophers since Plato to try to define knowledge as justified true belief. But are there necessary and sufficient conditions for knowing something that one has a justified true belief? Turns out that there are all sorts of philosophical puzzles associated with that definition. And this is where the philosophical fun begins.